Hi guys, so
Hey.
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Did you know Brazil is already loving Riverdale?
I heard, and we have a lot of fans over there.
You just told us 5 minutes ago, in fact.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm very glad.
Do you receive messages in Portuguese?
Sometimes
the
we
Brazilian
do.
fans usually message us in English.
English?
Yeah, and they're like the best. Like they're the most dedicated fans of the Brazilian fans.
We are. Everybody from Brazil told me to speak in Portuguese to you, to
They
ask
really
you
want me to speak in Portuguese.
pra
They
você
do.
mandar o seu amor pro Brasil
Eu
em
tô
português.
mandando todo o meu amor pra vocês, gente. Obrigada por assistir o show.
E a galera tá muito, muito feliz que você tá, tipo, brasileira. Você é brasileira? Você nasceu no Brasil?
Eu nasci nos Estados Unidos. Mas minha mãe é de Porto Alegre e meu pai é de Brasília.
Então você, tipo, de ter uma brasileira representando, né?
Eu tô representando também, sabe? Sorry, I feel really...
You can talk in English now.
No. I'm very much American, I'm very much Brazilian. I'm like both of those things. I don't identify more with one than the other.
You've been recording this series for a while until it aired.
Yes.
What were you expecting?
I mean, that's what we had hoped for. We knew that we were making something special, and we knew that we were putting our heart and souls into every episode and into our characters. So to receive the love back that we put in was
So refreshing.
so gratifying.
Yeah.
And
people have been responding very well, and it's everything we hoped it would be.
yeah.
Were you relieved?
Yes, I mean, because we
Yeah.
always say we were like in a bubble, like doing the show. It didn't premiere until we were shooting like the second to last episode.
Yeah.
So it was so crazy to be doing something for so long and having no idea if any of it is gonna work, if if people are gonna respond or not.
Right.
Especially because it's inspired in a comic, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so-
With fans that already exist and other fans that we haven't garnered yet.
Right.
Oh my god, we have this baby, we give it to the world, and they love it
And
too.
it's like nerve wracking because you're showing them like a piece of your soul.
Yeah.
And like, they're appreciating it is like beyond phenomenal.
Who did you watch it with?
We
We
had a
all
viewing
watched
party
together.
at my house.
We went to her place and we all had a viewing party. We had like snacks and wine and
With everybody,
champagne.
yeah.
It
It
was
was
a
so
lot of fun.
How are your inspirations for both of your characters without, of course, the Archie comics?
I just wanted to portray. Obviously, I wanted to. It's a responsibility playing such an iconic American character. I wanted to play it as truthfully as possible.
And you're not
as-
even American, right?
Yeah, I know exactly, which has made it a little bit more challenging. But I just wanted to portray a truthful representation of a teen going through high school and what it really means to do that, and the things that come along with it, and the relationships and conflicts with friends and the drama.
With any character, you have to figure out how they would fit into a certain environment, and Jughead's like a damaged kid, so it's about exercising the logical conclusions and ways that he would react to the environment around him based on his past.
I heard someone saying that Riverdale is kind of Dawson's Creek meets Scream.
I've never heard that before.
Dawson Creek meets Scream.
I thought that was cool.
How
That's
about
actually
Twin
pretty
Peaks
cool.
Meets Gossip Girl. I like that one.
Which series would you mix to get Riverdale?
It's really hard to say something like Twin Peaks, which is Lynch, and it's such a dangerous comparison, but
It's Twin Peaks without the supernatural stuff.
Right, we don't do any of the supernatural stuff, but I think the kind of the intentional campiness and the dreamlike quality of something like Twin Peaks, while placed inside over a teen drama, it does fit.
You know, it's funny because I would say Scream only because we have that murder mystery, but
Right.
like only one kid dies.
Right, so
So-
it's like, we don't have like a
Yeah.
masked killer running
Yeah.
around the city.
It's
we
not
have,
Don't we?
We do have. Well, we
Whoa.
don't know.
Spoiler alert.
We might. I would say I think like Gossip Girl
And-
meets
and
Twin Peaks
yeah,
is
that's
like
pretty
the best accurate.
They say a bunch of different things, but it's
Yeah.
because that's our
Our
show
show is a bunch of different things.
different genre
Yeah.
elements coming together.
You
which
can't
is
call it, when people are like, describe a show, I'm like...
And which series are you binging on nowadays, or I don't know if you watch one series like that you really like?
My favorite TV series, probably ever, that I really loved is Entourage. I
Ooh,
really
cool.
enjoyed that show a lot.
Are you living it now?
Uh,
Kinda.
not really on that level yet, but I love that show. It was great.
I've been binging Game of Thrones since I'm a huge fantasy guy. I know, I love
My
Game of
channel
Thrones.
is all about Game of Thrones. You have to
Yeah,
watch it.
I love Game of Thrones. I don't really watch too much TV, but I think that's kind of the only one I really tune into right now. And when it comes out, I can't wait.
Big Little
we just watched
Lies.
Big Little Lies,
Oh
the
my
HBO.
It's cool.
Miniseries.
Oh.
I'm so sad it's over. Like, that's
Yeah.
just it.
Yeah.
It's not coming back.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't have
good.
another season.
No. But it was great.
I'm
like,
a Game,
it'll always live
I'm a
as
Game
like...
of Thrones girl.
Who would you play in Game of Thrones?
A dragon. No, probably
Khaleesi.
Tyrion is my favorite.
Really?
He's my favorite character, but
He's
I
the
obviously can't.
smartest.
Yeah, he's just witty and
Yeah.
funny, but I love Daenerys, so.
You could be his
You
her
could
sister.
totally be Daenerys.
Thanks, riding those dragons.
Do you watch any Brazilian stuff?
I don't anymore. When I lived in Brazil, I did.
What did you watch?
I watched Chocolate com Pimenta.
But you said you were watching a Brazilian soap opera the other day, and then
Oh yeah, well, because they have TVs in the mirrors, so I was showering and watching. I went on Globo.
But you don't even
and I
know.
was just it was comforting. I don't know. There's something
Hear
very,
Portuguese.
just to hear Globo, just the news and I don't know.
Yeah.
I realized I need to watch more Globo, more Brazilian news, keep myself updated.
Yeah.
I watch like really bad reality shows. Like I watch Survivor. Like I'm a huge Survivor fan, which is weird, and Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like I just I want to be mindless when I'm watching TV. Although I always rewatch The Office, Parks and Recreation.
Oh my god, I love The Office. Yeah. I love Arrested Development.
Oh my god.
I love comedy shows. I really do.
About Jason's Killer, someone told me that you were going to shoot lots of different endings to confuse you guys. Cole just told me that you didn't.
No, we
do that.
didn't. I feel like that's a myth. I don't know if people actually do that, because I'm who has time to do
That's
that?
that's a lot of money, honestly.
Who has
that's
time
expensive.
to do that?
David Lynch was all about that stuff.
But when our finale changed drastically from what it originally was written as, and we weren't given the change in the script. We just
until the day they were shooting it.
How do you remember this? How do you remember your lines from one day?
I don't know.
We're used to it.
We're so used to it.
I learn my lines when I'm in the makeup chair getting my makeup
memorizing
done.
is one of those
usually.
things, either you can do it or you can't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
If
That's
you
the
can't,
job.
you probably shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Is crazy, insane. So reading the script, we were I was reading ahead when we were reading the table read. I was trying to figure out what's gonna happen beforehand. It was crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I missed it. I wasn't in that table read. I actually showed up later, while they were filming, to do just a small scene, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, did you hear who killed Jason?" And I was like, "Oh my god, no, who did it?" And then I found out, and I was like, "No, it was."
But also yes.
Right, exactly.
Makes sense.
Did you have bats?
Well,
Backstage?
it was one of those things where when you spent all that time in Vancouver thinking about who killed Jason Blossom, and it had to be within a cast of people, eventually one of the theories was going to turn out to be true. And I think all of us had exercised he said, she said stuff, and eventually where one of the characters did turn out to be, and we were like, oh, I can't believe it. Oh, now it makes sense. Oh, okay.
You girls had a scene in the first episode that you had to kiss each other. How did you prepare for that? How did you talk about it? Did you...
A lot of breath mints.
A lot of breath mints.
Listerine strips.
Yeah. A lot of
Chapstick.
preparing behind the camera.
No, it was very easy.
We didn't even talk about it, I don't think.
Did
No,
you
we
read
didn't have,
it and looked at each other? Okay, well, how was it?
It just happened.
It just fell in love.
Yeah, I just fell in
No,
love with Lily.
it was very
natural.
casual. It
Yeah.
wasn't a big deal. We weren't nervous about it. We were comfortable with each other, and
I guess it's better not to talk about it, right? Just
yeah,
do
we'd be
it.
so I'm gonna turn my head this way.
Do you
Yeah.
want tongue
And you're
without...
gonna go. Actually, we did have to talk about the
Did you?
logistics.
Oh yeah,
of it.
there
We
was
were
there was a there
we
were
pulled
technical
the
things.
director aside. We were like, "Are you looking for?"
I'm like, yeah, what kind of kiss do you want? I'm like, is it like a
Yes.
how long do you want it?
Yeah,
Like,
so it was very
we played
technical.
around too. He was like, all right, now this time longer.
And you were wearing a red lipstick and it got
Yeah.
all over your face.
That's,
And you were like,
that's literally the only reason we wore red lipstick, because he wanted something that was gonna be really
weird.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was gonna appear on her face.
No, and you did it perfectly. You were
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Like flushed. You were like red. Yeah.
You got confirmed for season 2.
Yes,
you still
we
have
did.
jobs.
Yes, I know, right? We still are working.
Yeah, how did you feel when they got renewed?
I was
Happy.
excited.
Very, very, very,
Excited,
very happy.
like crying, happy tears.
Crying?
It was, yeah.
I think we're all a little more excited. We cut a lot out of season 1. There's
Really?
a lot of content that we didn't get to cover and didn't get to touch upon at all. And season 2 is a really large order of episodes, and it gives us the possibility to explain a lot that we didn't get to in season 1, and simultaneously give our episodes more breathing room.
So thank you so much.
Yeah,
and send
thank
your love
you.
to Brazil.
Yeah, we love you,
Beijos.
Brazil.
You guys love us more than any other country on earth. It's insane how fanatic you guys are, and we appreciate it.
We are. Thank you girls so much. Have fun here in Mexico.
Thank you.
Thank you.